So I came here 2 years ago, very last minute, spontaneous, didn't really plan much. I rented a car and just kind of explored the southern half of the country. And I remember seeing people with their packs coming out of Skogar Falls, like they just finished something and accomplished something. And I remember thinking, I want to do that next time I come here. And 2 years later, I'm doing just that. Woo. So I am here on the Laugavegur trail. I'm going to be hiking about 50 miles and ending at the big famous Skogar Falls. I'm going to be out here for about 4 days, 3.5 days. So in pure Monica fashion, I'm starting the trail all late. I took a late bus to get here. So I'm about probably a half mile in, and I started at like 5 o'clock. So the nice thing about Iceland at this time of year in the summer, there's like 20 hours of daylight. So I'm gonna try to take advantage of that today. So basically I can either hike 6 miles and camp at a hut, or I can hike 12 miles, so we'll see. Already super beautiful, super unique. So yeah, I'm excited for the next few days. Just catching my breath a little bit. Just did a little climb. Got about 1,000 feet of climbing in the first few miles, so not too bad, but you know, you'll be a little breathy. You feel like you are walking on another planet. I can see why a bunch of, you know, Hollywood big feature films would shoot here. Okay, another problem that I'm trying to solve. I have to pee, and it's just all exposed here. There's no bathrooms until the hut, which is another 3 miles. So yeah, you got to be strategic with the bathroom situation here, because yeah, it's very exposed. There's no place to really go behind. All of the huts have, from my understanding, full functioning bathrooms, like running toilets, running water and everything, so, which is a nice luxury. But it's like, when you're there, you gotta do all your business there, because you're not really gonna be able to on the trail. Alright, morning of day 2. Made it through the first night. So first impressions of this trail. Very unique, very beautiful. I will say, I thought I would have liked the kind of 20-hour daylight thing, but I don't know how I feel about it now. It was hard to sleep last night. I mean, you're just doing like household chores at like 11 o'clock at night and not really thinking twice because it's just bright. It's sunny out, so you don't really feel tired when you're supposed to. Like your brain doesn't signal you to say, hey, it's time to go to sleep. It's dark out. So yeah, sleeping was pretty hard last night. I had my eye mask, but it's just like a thing on your face and it's kind of in the way, and it was fine. I slept in like 2-hour increments, so. So the plan is to do about 16 miles today and then do a shorter day tomorrow, probably 10 miles. And that's because it's supposed to be bad weather on Sunday. And I could hike more miles, but that would mean that I would have to camp up like 2,000 feet higher and very exposed. And so I don't want to be in all that when it's like wind and rain and stuff. So I'll probably hike about 10 miles tomorrow, camp low, and possibly even get a hut. We'll see. I saw online that they were available and I didn't book it, but we'll see if they're all taken up. A little over 5 miles in, and it's been mostly low visibility and kind of raining and windy, so didn't really film that much. Ended up putting the camera away. Just got finished with a massive downhill. Whew, tough on the legs, but I see the hut in the distance, so I'm gonna stop there for lunch. Even though I see the hut, it's still, I think, 2 miles away. So it's kind of deceiving. Just finished having lunch at the next hut, the hut that I was thinking about camping at last night. And now I'm gonna hike another 8 miles or so to 2 huts down. So I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, the hut that's 8 miles away. Alright, just about at camp for the night. So my GPS has clocked in about 18 miles today. Haven't really seen anybody. I've seen a total of 4 people. And so in the last 3 hours, 3.5 hours. So. Alright, morning of day 3. Thankfully, the rain is supposed to start a little later today, so I have, I think, a few hours before it really starts coming down. Man, that hut last night was crowded, and I think the next hut will probably be just as crowded. So we'll see. But yeah, it was kind of hard getting a tent site. Thankfully, I found a spot near the trail, so that was good. But yeah, I slept pretty decently, not too bad. Yesterday was kind of a long day, so today is going to be a shorter day just because of the weather coming in. And I took full advantage of the European hiking infrastructure, and I got a hut. So I managed to get a bunk for tonight, so I'll be indoors, so I won't have to worry about my tent blowing away and getting all wet and stuff. So that should be nice. Alright, so I just finished the last water crossing for today. Hopefully. I believe so. I think that's the last one. I just checked the map, and I think that one was the most painful. Whew. I wasn't even going to film it. I was like, I'm not about to set up my camera, walk in here, and then walk back. Nope. I'm just glad they had this island in the middle here so I could get a little bit of respite. And the water came up to my knees, so for short people, you know. All right, morning of day 4. Last night I stayed in the hostel, or the huts as they call it here. I was able to snag a bed last minute, which was kind of nice. Expensive, but I paid to stay warm and dry and get a good night's sleep. And so, yeah, feeling good this morning. I think, just being in like a comfortable mattress really helped. Today I got about 17 miles to the end, and starting the day off with a beautiful rainbow and a couple of bridge crossings. So I got a nice climb ahead of me, about 3,000 feet. And then after that, it's pretty much all downhill. And then I finished at Skogar. So yeah, it should be a good day. It's supposed to rain again this afternoon, but hey, you know, we'll get through it. We'll do it. This is the little foyer for the hut. Whew, okay, just had a nice little break, warmed up a bit in this hut. That climb from Porsmork, that was a climb. A little over 3,000 feet. That was something. Wind, rain, yeah, all of it. So didn't film much, so now I just wanted to take the camera out and give a still alive update. All right, finally heading down to the end. I'm in the home stretch, got about 6 miles to go. Conditions have improved finally. I can see the ocean, so that means there's a clearing, which is good. But yeah, those were probably the most intense conditions that I have been through. And ultimately for me, it's a good thing because it just allows me to get more experience in that type of weather, in just different conditions and different environments. But yeah, there were definitely points where I wasn't scared necessarily, but like I had a moment where I thought, oh, okay, I need to put the camera away and I need to be totally focused. Like I can't really there's no room for error here. Because yeah, it was just rainy, slippery, windy, very windy. There were a lot of ridges, a lot of sketchy areas where like if a large gust of wind came and you make a wrong move, you know, you could have a pretty good fall. So yeah, I kind of had a moment where I realized, oh, I need to be totally focused here. So I don't have a dinner tonight, so I need to eat at the restaurant, and I'm hoping to get down there before the restaurant closes. So if I keep moving at a good pace, I should get down there an hour before it closes. So yeah, I'm gonna start picking up the pace. Okay, so I just saw my first day hiker sighting, which means I'm getting close to the end. So they looked at me like, oh, are we prepared? But yeah, once you start seeing, see, look at me, I'm trying to figure out where the trail is now. Once you start seeing day hikers, it starts getting crowded. And once you start seeing people, and when they pass you, they smell good, that's when you know you're close to the end. I have approached the infamous long staircase, which means I'm done. Okay, I can't do uphill walkbacks anymore.